face mask for camera.
Okay. All right. My name is Sergeant Calvin Carrasquillo, and my speech today is about suicide. Now, September 21st of this year, I lost my nephew to suicide. 22-year-old, just graduated from college, got his BA, full life, and there were signs and symptoms there, but I'm not gonna put the blame on anybody, but they should have followed up on it. Nobody did. I had contact with him, and it turned into a big fiasco. We buried him on September 26th, my father's birthday, which was an happy good day. Now, suicide to me is a negative thing. I think there's a lot of things that we miss. Even with the Army training that we have, they're never gonna be signs and symptoms. You're not gonna see it. I mean, you can keep your ears and eyes open unless you catch that one little phrase or something like that that can turn it around. More power to you. Now, after this happened, me and my wife got to talking, and we wanted to become suicide advocates. It really affected our family, but they're still trying to deal with it. I'm still trying to deal with it. It's kind of like an unreal feeling that I cannot, I feel like I was in a bad dream and I can't wake up. Becoming a suicide advocate, I think that's a positive. It motivated me to learn more about suicide, to learn what I need to be looking for. My nephew was happy-go-lucky, very positive. He was very positive, and we did not see this coming, not at all. Even with the signs and symptoms that we had before, we didn't see it coming. We thought he was okay, and it just out of the blue just happened. We didn't even know. Now I started looking at suicide advocacy. I want to be a person that can actually help and turn suicide into a positive, that even though that happened, we can move on, we can help others with what actually we're looking for. Kids nowadays, like my nephew, we found out that he was in a very dark hole he couldn't get out of. Something that happened in his childhood that we didn't know about. And he kept it to himself until September 21st. We found out about it, we moved on, and now we're actually trying to become advocates for suicide to help others. Hey, look for this, look for that. Keep an open mind, keep your ears and eyes open for anything. And I think that's a positive, because with the world that we live in now and all this negative stuff you see in the news and this and that, kids take that to heart, and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to be loved? Am I going to go through life being alone? And that's one of the things that actually affected my nephew. Was he thought he was going to be alone for the rest of his life. That was one of the things that he could not cope with. So through all that, suicide advocacy has actually, I registered it for about a week ago, and I'm still getting information from them, but I'm trying to not only teach the Army or become advocate here, but actually in the civilian world, what I can do to help make this into a positive. But now, I did some statistics, and a lot of the kids that actually, but a lot of the suicide percentage is going up every year, not only in the Army, but actually in the civilian world. I say out of 10 kids, 3 kids actually commit suicide. They actually commit that act. Out of 10, probably 5 are looking to doing it. And the website is one of those things that you look at and you can find anything. And that's one of the things. My nephew was in YouTube and actually found a video of how to commit suicide, a fail-safe suicide system. He was found at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The cop said that he died between 11 and 12 the day before. So for those hours, we didn't know where he was at. And he actually had the videos in his laptop. before he actually committed this. So the website, I have no problem with it, but there's a lot of stuff that needs to be censored for that aspect. But like I said, suicide, it can be turned around to a positive, or you can stay at the negative and keep mourning and mourning, or you move on and try to help others. And that is my speech on suicide. Thank you.